Okay, let me see. Give me 2 seconds to check. I think we are almost there now. Yep, it looks like my mic is working. Hey guys, so let me tell you all, it has been challenging last couple of days as far as troubleshooting. Look, on Tuesday, I think I told you guys before day one, I could not even get. Oh my goodness! Look, now I got my headphones coming off. But like I was saying, on Tuesday, when I'm trying to get prepared and get ready to go, my my charger wouldn't work. So I spent all day troubleshooting my charger. Fell asleep. By the time I woke up, it was late, and I since I lost it, there, I had to stay up all night to get ready for yesterday morning. Yesterday morning, what you guys might not have known behind the scene is when I was trying to get on and show you stuff. Okay, no, that's not what I meant. So when I was trying to get on and show you guys some things, I lost my presentation, which had all of my talking points. So I didn't really have anything further to go off of. And not only that, on top of it, I couldn't hear Cheryl. So it was a challenge in that. Then yesterday when I got off, I went to go set up everything so I could send everybody the links to get onto the learning portal, and so that everybody can get the emails. And the emails wouldn't work right. So look, it was just trouble after trouble after problem, technical difficulty after technical difficulty. So I tell you all guys to say this. Number one, I knew it wasn't going to be the most professional. I because I didn't know what I was doing. I knew I didn't know what I was doing, but the bottom line is I did something and I started it. So no matter what, each day it's going to progress and it's going to get better and better. Like even right now, this morning, I figured, okay, fine, I'll just go live to the group. Didn't work to go live to the group, but figured out a way around that. So my point, you guys, is don't don't worry about being perfect. Don't worry about the way things look. Remember, I told you guys yesterday about the Illuminati and in the order of Big Homie. The Illuminati is always going to make you feel like, oh well, you didn't do this right, you didn't do that right, or it should look like this, or you had all these people here and I only saw this looking. But I don't care if there's only one person or if nobody's actually look. There's actually zero people watching right now. If there's zero people watching, I don't care because I'm still practicing and learning how to use this software, learning how to use this program. So know when you're doing something, know why you're doing it, and don't worry about what somebody else is going to think about you, what they're going to say about you. For instance, all you guys are looking to work from home right now. You're looking to start a career as readers. You're looking to do all these things, and sometimes you don't have the most supportive people around you. Sometimes they just want you to go get a job. Well, you got to decide: are you going to live your life for what you want to do, or are you going to do what somebody tells you to do? And there's always going to be the naysayers. There's always going to be the ones that make you feel like your best wasn't good enough. But you got to fight through that, and you got to know that whatever you're doing, do it for you, and not because somebody tells you to. So again, you have the Illuminati. They're the ones that have people thinking like this. That have the what we call the psychic vampires, and the vampires are one that will suck you dry because you're doing something and daring adventure to something that they're not daring to do. So anyway, thank you guys for coming on again this morning. I'm not going to do the whole thing where I have the countdown time and wait for people to start. We're gonna go ahead and rock and roll. If people get on later, this is recorded, so they can watch it later. So I'm not worried about that. So I can actually see in the group. Do me a favor. I can see that there are 12 people on, but I can't see who they are. So Stephanie, I see you're present. Who else is present and listening right now? Do me a favor, just go ahead and drop a present in the drop a present in the what do you call that thing in the timeline. Well, I guess Stephanie's the only one that is present. Everybody else doesn't hear me. I don't know if there's a lag or not, but I'm going to go ahead and move forward. So yesterday we talked about putting together your profile, and I know I wasn't able to get the link for you guys to see the homework. So I hope you guys worked on putting that profile together. If you didn't, no biggie. You can go ahead and do the profile today. So let's go ahead and jump right in here to once your profile is there, what you need to be doing. Now I'm going to go into a, if I do that, that's going to log me out. So I can't even go into Facebook. Oh, you know what? Let me see. Safari. All right, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to stop this screen share. New screen share and give you guys my entire desktop, which has a bunch of stuff open, but don't worry about that. Okay, so let me come back and have a look. Can you guys still see my entire desktop now? No, it looks like it's frozen. All right, good. So now I can see my entire desktop. Great. That means you guys can see it as well. Now that we're in my entire desktop, I have to go into Safari to log into another email. And that's my old one. Let's go to log this out. While we're doing this is waiting low, I'm going to explain to you guys how it works. Marketing, it goes back to the original marketing. So back in the old school, back in the old world order, there were these things called a Nielsen rating, and television was big for advertising. And through that Nielsen rating, you were paid for what's called eyeballs. And eyeballs meant how many people were going to actually see what you were putting out there. So the more eyeballs a show or program got, the more money they would charge you to advertise on that channel. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with what we have the Super Bowl over here, but the Super Bowl is one of the most popular places, and those ads cost millions of dollars to advertise because the entire world is watching, or the entire country is watching it. So that was over order where you had advertising on radio, you had advertising on television, and depending on what day and what time you're running, you're familiar with the term prime time TV, that will let you know how much you had to pay. Well, fast forward to the New World Order, you don't have those barriers, you have social media. And with social media, it's a whole different story because you have okay, good. We're good to go here. All right. So anyway, now that we're in here with social media, now you can reach a lot more people. You can befriend people. You can go on groups. Like, look, you can get an international presence and reach a whole nother audience that you could never reach just doing television and radio. So the internet is taking things to a whole nother level. And I'm going to go in here right now. So yesterday I showed you guys how I was setting my account up, and I think I had like 250 friends or something like that. So this is all you're going to do every day for the next few days until you get this number up to a couple hundred. I'm going to go to my main group, um, ClickFunnels, because I'm building this for the funnel community. Yep, here we go. ClickFunnels official. So all I'm going to do is come into ClickFunnels and I'm going to start. Let's see, go back to members. And once this finally loads, I'm just going to come on here and yep, hey admin, I like you because I might want to partner with your group and see if you can work anything. One, two, nope, I'm good with that. Oh, so what happened when you get somebody like that, I want you to open them in a new tab and go into that new tab and come over here and hit block. And the reason you're hitting block is because Facebook is flagging you for trying to befriend this person. It's saying that you shouldn't know, you should have no connection with. And if you do that too many times, then Facebook is going to shut down your account and violate you for being on there. So just block that person. That way they'll never come up to you for you to send a friend request again and you won't have any problems. All right, confirm. and go back and keep on going. One, two. So Michael, I'm going to do at least three right now. Three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yep, block that person. And I just do them and come to them later. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, my internet wants to go slow. When I'm on 25. All right, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, so I've been doing this for since I think I started yesterday, day before. So what happens is people start sending me messages say, "Hey, who are you? You know, hey for connecting. You know, let's talk." And so this is an example of the type of messages come through. So when people start sending you messages, you don't want to sell them yet. You just want to build a relationship. And right now, since you guys are just getting started as real estate virtual assistants, that's all you want to do. Say, hey, you know, I hit you up because I see you're a realtor, and you know, I'm just learning how to be a real estate virtual assistant. I'm working with this company that's doing lead generation, and you know, maybe that's something that we can help you while I'm still learning. Look, you'll see all these messages come. This is just from seeing those messages like that. So every couple of hours, so like if I was really working hard, I would do it every hour and do 20 to 30 an hour so I don't get flagged by Facebook, but I do it sporadically when I get a chance. So that's the methodology. You send a message request. When they send your response back, that's when you just talk to them about a conversation about what you're doing. Um, this guy's asking me who I am. Oh no, I'm transitioning from a broker, instructor, investor. Because now I want to learn how to do this affiliate marketing and this internet marketing, so I can take stuff on an international level versus just being a local real estate broker and agent. So I want to be able to sell real estate throughout the entire world and use my broker license for that. So again, a couple people hit me up. I still got to respond back to a few of them, but that's the process. You go like, then when they accept your friend request, then you simply build a relationship with the person. That's it. No different than what I did with the majority of you guys on here. We just built relationships. And the ones that are like that, make sure you block them. So it was only two then. So I'm going to go ahead and come out of here. And now I'm going to go on LinkedIn. I'm terrible because LinkedIn is probably the better place for it to be, for me to be at. And I just not really on it as much as I should. Well, let's come. I haven't been on LinkedIn for a couple of days. No. Where is my network at now? And I used to be real big on LinkedIn. So if you'll see, I did change my headers. I did change my information on here. On LinkedIn, it's the same process. So actually, with LinkedIn is a lot easier. What I've been learning. So in LinkedIn, all you're going to do is come realtor. Um, let's just hit realtor right there, and then I'm going to say I want people, and let's say I'm looking for realtors in, let's say, California. Actually, I got to work on there with some later. Let's say Texas. All right, show me the results, and now I see all the real estate agents in Texas. So I'm just gonna come connect. No, I don't want to do that. Just send it. Now I should send a note. It's matter of fact, you know, I'll go ahead and note. Hey, just looking to connect with some realtors. Um, actually, oops, UALY in the middle of a training right now. Maximum training virtual assistants right now. And I'm showing them how to reach out to realtors in different markets for lead generation. Then go ahead and hit the send button, and that's it. I'm not going to keep on going through every single one of them, but LinkedIn is a whole lot easier for targeting. So I do have to get on this more and kind of master this because the Facebook have mastered. I got to get back on here and master LinkedIn. So for today, that's what you're doing. You're going to go around and start building up your networks, meeting people. Don't do no more than 10 or 20 an hour because otherwise you'll get blocked, you'll get banned. That's how you're going to meet people. Now, the second part of the day is showing you how to build lists. This is what you are going to do. You are going to go to Zillow, and your target market is real estate agents. So you got to pick a market. Let's see. Let's do Texas because I got to work with Mayor about with this process in Texas. So let's go to Houston. No, she's in Austin. Austin, Texas. And you want to look for properties for sale. Now, when you go to the properties for sale, you want to come in here and hit this menu and go down. You want to look for only properties that are for sale by owner. The reason you're doing for sale by owner is because you're building what's called a list. Now, this for sale by owner, agent only listings. In Austin, Texas, there are 51 listings. So all you're going to do is you're going to go to make a spreadsheet, and I'll put a link in. When you guys get the email in the training, I'll have a link with the actual spreadsheet for you to make a copy of, for you to put the information on there. You're going to get the information up here: the price, the bed, bathroom, the address. Make sure you put street, city, phone number. I mean, street, city, zip code, and all this information separated. But you'll see that in the sheet. You can put the Zestimate on there. I think that's one as well. But this is the most important thing right here, as a property owner's number. You have the phone number for the person. So that is the most important thing for you to have is a phone number. Because now you can take this phone number and now let's go back to LinkedIn. LinkedIn.com. And now, since we went to go target Austin, let's go back to our search. Realtor. Let's go back to people. All right, so I hit number one already. Let's go here to, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong place. Locations, Austin, Texas. So look, you notice I've been at work. That's how many people I've been sending messages to the last couple of days. And the ones that say connect, they're the ones that probably didn't accept or something like that. So Realtor, Austin, Texas, United States. Let's see, I just saw a comment come up. Hey Jen, how are you? All right, so we come to Austin, Texas, show the results. And now this is the message that you guys will want to send. Add a note. Hey Maria, I'm looking to connect with some realtors in the Austin area. Actually on a live training where we are pulling FISBO list. Is that something you might be interested in? So send off the message. Again, this is not rocket science. This is all about the numbers game. Like you can literally generate unlimited leads in real estate by doing this. Why isn't it sending yet? Okay, so that's done. So we went over three things today. We went over building your audience and getting the people in Facebook. We went over getting them in LinkedIn. I briefly showed you how to go on fees on Zillow and go pull the for sale by owner list. Get that for sale by owner list. That is you do not have to pick Austin, Texas. Pick a place in the United States that you want to do. Let's see, California is a state that has a lot of high end real estate. The more the property sells for, the better. But then you have other states with cheaper properties, where there's more properties. So you kind of like just got to pick the one you're interested in. We're not. I'm not going to assign states right now because you guys are just learning. So everybody just pick an area that you want to learn. And you can either pick by county, by zip code, or um, by the entire state, and build your for sale by owner list. All right. And you guys already realize I do not like being long winded because it is pointless. So that's the training. Pull the Zillow lead. Because there's for sale by owners up with Zillow. Network with people. Don't just go in for the kill of like, hey, what about my service? What about my service? No, like come up with a little story and tell them, look, I'm just getting involved as a real estate virtual assistant. Matter of fact, even better yet, I'm going to do one more favor, you guys. I'm going to when we finish this and I write up today's day two, I'm going to post that into the back end. Matter of fact, let me show you guys what it looks like, which took me forever to figure out. Let's see, I come in here, come to my funnels, certificate, affiliate. Then, so this is your day one. So day one, it has what you're supposed to do yesterday. Don't worry about being a day behind. That's my fault. So I'm not even going to close registration until tomorrow. But this is your day one. It's going to have links and stuff in here for you to shoot stuff. I put what's your goal, what you had to do. Showed you, we walked through step by step what we did yesterday. What I forgot to tell you guys was to start reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, and this has the audio link in there. And then this is just going over the stuff we went over yesterday. What is a VA? I want to make sure you guys know what your role is and know that definition um, to get through there. And then this is a list of all key real estate terms. So you can go through this and learn all the terms you're going to need to know. This is for people that are looking to buy as a homeowner. So that's when you're talking to real estate agents. And these are terms for when you're talking to investors. So you don't have to memorize these all overnight. This is for you to go through when you have your time. Because the worst thing for you to do is tell somebody that you're a real estate virtual assistant and you don't know the real estate terms. Now, we're supposed to have a special guest on here, and I think I just saw her message that she's trying to get on. So let me do this real quick. Invite, copy invite link, and close that out. Did I just see? I thought I just saw you. Well, you know what, Mary, I thought I just saw you post something somewhere. I couldn't see it, but I'll wait a few minutes to see if you can get on. In case she doesn't get on, I'll have her on tomorrow. But Mary, she's awesome. she's been doing acting as a real estate virtual assistant. I actually looked at the stuff in Austin, Texas, because that's where she has a client at right now. Yep, here you go. Good morning, May. How are you? Or good evening.
Hey, hey, Harry. Good evening. Sorry I was late.
Oh no, no problem. We actually went through everything. So we went through oh goodness. I have to take the headphones off because now I'm hearing it twice. So hold on, let me
Okay,
get
wait.
situated
Give me a moment. I have to. You, if you're hearing me
here.
twice, I have to log out. Can you kick me out? I'll fix my
And
audio.
is that out? Now let me turn my speaker headphones on. Oh, I know what I have to do. I have to come in here and take this volume. No, that's on mute. That's on mute. If I come back, give me 2 seconds, May. When I'm trying to, I'm getting I'm hearing you two or three different times and hearing myself. So I'm trying to figure out how to get around it. So let me put my speaker back on the computer. Okay, didn't go back there yet. Default microphone is changed to MacBook Pro. Okay, let me make sure my May, can you hear me? Hello? Okay. Hey May, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Am I coming in clear now?
Yeah, no, you were coming in clear before. The problem was that I was so because I had a little technical difficulty, I was running the Facebook Live and I was listening on there. So it was like an echo. So it was going like me hearing myself say it and was saying it again. So it was like five different echoes going through, but now this sounds perfect.
Okay, great. Are you still live?
Let me make sure. Yes, we're still live. Let me make sure it's still on the screen. Yes, it is still on the screen. Okay, so man, I kind of wanted to get you on here and just give us a general overview of what you do and how long you've been doing it.
I've been a virtual assistant. Well, actually, I've been working home based for 5 years since 2015. I've I've had a lot of different jobs, but always real estate agents. I have always all of my clients have always been real estate agents. I used to be an appointment setter. I call leads to set an appointment with the clients, and then but then I gave birth to my baby, so I asked my client if I could transition from doing some calls to doing an admin task, since I cannot do calls with my babies on the background. And he has been so very generous about that, even with my time, because I can do flexi. So right now I am doing all the marketing stuff. I started with landing pages. I use Lead Pages and Infusionsoft. And I also create some monthly and weekly newsletter. So I'm sorry, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, okay, great. Any is there? Do you hear any background noise? Just wanted to make sure.
Oh, don't worry about
My
the background noise.
Okay.
We hear you good enough.
Okay. All right, great.
Everybody's working from home, so nobody's bothered about the background noise.
Okay, great. So there, landing pages, monthly newsletters, and then blogs. So there, for newsletters, we also have to create some blogs. I create landing pages around about real estate. And for social media, I create graphics for postings, real estate quote, real estate tips, daily quotes. What else? I also do Facebook marketing, targeting if they have a listing. I also do that for Facebook. I also do Facebook ads for that. I also do postcards and flyers if they have just sold properties, or they have a listing, if they have an open house. I also join some real estate groups, to promote these postings. Whenever we have an open house, I promote them 3 days before, and then I do an email blast about it. So
Okay. So you
yeah,
got a
what
lot
else?
of things that you
Yeah.
do. So basically, what you do is you help the agents brand themselves on social media. You give them all the tools they need to do the social media marketing, and then you help them with their local content by doing newsletters to reach their clients.
Yes, I also create their Facebook pages. I create their profiles, and so if they some most of the clients, they have Facebook pages, but they don't have their branding. So whenever you post a real estate something, you have to put their logo, their contact information, their tagline. So it will that so that every time people see it, that would the branding would be the one, it will give an impact on their mind. Sorry. Yeah.
So
So that's for Facebook and Instagram. For LinkedIn is all about it's not actually about the leads, but they're co-business, co-realtors. So LinkedIn most of the time is good for just images and video.
okay. Now we have so this is a 5-day Riva challenge, and everybody wants to learn how to be real estate virtual assistants. When you first started, what were some of your challenges that you had when you first got started as an agent? I mean, as a Riva.
Um, well, my challenge is when they have different goals. Well, I already know real estate. It's just that I don't know anything about US real estate. I know real estate in the Philippines. I know about business, but I don't know how real estate in the US, goes in the system. So that's my biggest challenge is what what are what time, sorry, um for example, they have a coming soon. When is it okay to post a coming soon? There are some region, or there are some states that it's okay to post even though they don't have the MLS is not active yet. But there are some state that you cannot advertise it unless they're active. So those are some challenges, because whenever I have a client, they would just tell me that, okay, do what you need to do, because they want to be all on the field. They all want to be in the field. The reason why they're hiring a virtual assistant is so that the virtual assistant can do their back end job, the admin stuff, managing leads, make sure that the listings are advertised, make sure that the leads are being follow up or nurtured, so that they can do their job on the field, so that they can follow up and meet with the people, their clients and their prospects. Sometimes if they think that you already know what you're doing, they just leave to you everything. But of course, I have to research if does this state require this, does this state allow this. So I think that's the biggest challenge for me. I didn't have though I didn't have a lot of challenge with dealing what to post, because in my mind, I already know how real estate goes. It's just that it's different from US and Philippines. If you
Okay.
have a specific questions.
So getting in, you've been doing this for 5 years now. When you first started, did you ever deal with any clients that you just had to let go or had to let you go because there were unrealistic expectations?
Yes, yes.
What's an example of a situation, one of those?
Sorry about that. Well, yes. Well, my very first client, they are a bit they're elderly, and since I already know Facebook postings because I'm an online seller, but they are not into fancy things. They want it just to be formal, quick words, without any I always use descriptive words whenever I post something on Facebook, but they don't want it like that. They said that it's so how would I describe it? Because they are my mind is set to millennials. My posting is to capture the millennials, but they want me to capture baby boomers. That was a challenge for me because I don't know how to what words to use
Yeah.
that baby boomers could understand. So we weren't on the same page. We couldn't we it was a puzzle, and it wasn't a match. We weren't a match, so they have to let me go.
So that's a good thing you talk about there, knowing how to qualify your client and knowing how to like make sure you're getting the proper expectations up front. So what did you learn most about that situation?
I have to well th- when my on my first client, what I learned is that they have to get first their goals, and what's their expectation. I have to they are the my very first clients, they're the ones who asks for plans. You have to give them first, oh, this is what I'm posting today. So they have to edit the captions. But the rest of my clients, they because they've seen my work already, and they trust my judgment. Some of them, they just, okay, so yeah, I saw it, yeah, that's okay. It's my very first client that was so very skeptical about anything what to post on Facebook. But whenever someone asks me, I've seen your work, and could you do this for me, could you do, okay, but I need to know who are your target clients, what are your expectations, and then I would explain to them, okay, this doesn't happen in a few weeks. It has to take months, especially if they're a startup. If they are already established and they just changed their employees, I have to research, like 4 months of work just to make sure that to see where did the last employee made mistake, and what are the things that I can do to to catch up with their new mindset. I hope I answered your question correctly.
Yeah.
I mean, mhm.
So the next question is, we talked about doing some training. You're actually training VAs as we speak. Tell me more about your training process and what somebody can learn from you, and what you can teach them.
Well, my training process is not actually really that established. It just so happened that since I have a few clients to deal, I had really thought that some things has to be delegated, and I I don't know a lot of things. Although I have the system on my mind, I know some people are good and better than me. I just have to explain to them, this is what look like. This is what the client wants, and then they will create it, and then they will send it to me for proofreading. And then if I think that it's a good one, then we're good to go. So what I do is I look for people who wants to, wants to work with real estate clients, but they haven't had an experience yet, but they know already how to, they already know how to, create a content and Canva. I started with those kinds of people, some that knows how to create a content and knows how to create on Canva. Actually, I have one. She's a college student. She's very good in graphics. It's just that she's not yet good in content creation. It's just that she knows how to create good image. So I just tell her, this is the color palette. This is what it should look like. The image should be here. The background should be this. I actually give them all what's on my mind. When I train people, I give all what my knowledge. I pour it all onto them. I explain to them how I started, what are the challenges, what are the things that they should do, what I have learned that they should be doing. So I'm gonna give one tip to anybody who's, is it okay? To anybody who's listening right now.
Yes, please
So,
do.
uh, so if you don't know where to start, look for the job postings. Some people, you just have to look for the job description and then write down the things that you already know, and the things that you don't know, those are the ones that you should be focusing on. Because the things that you already know, it's easy, you can easily uh tell the client that I've been doing this. So if on the job description there are a couple of things that you don't know, that's, research about it. There's a lot of things to learn. You don't have to pay anything. A lot of things can be researched on Google now. So, and then once you already know them, then you can try. Do not be afraid to apply, because some of the clients, they just put it there, but you just tell them that I am a quick learner. I've already know about this, though I don't have any experiences yet, but I can, I can do it. A can do attitude, that's what clients are looking for. Okay, so about that. um Sorry, I sidetracked.
No, that's fine. So where is 8:48? We're about to get off now. In the last 2 minutes, is there anything you want to say before we get off?
Yeah, so I understand that this interview is to let people know that we are going to also offer social media training, right?
That's correct.
Mm-hmm. And so when I just hope that a lot of people, if you know in yourself that you know how to, um okay, whenever someone asks me how to start with social media marketing, or how to be an SMM, or how to be a social media manager, if you know how, if you want a client to understand you, or to hire you, or to know you more, create a Facebook page. You have to learn how to manage a Facebook page, and what is the perfect profile, what should be the perfect cover photo, and what are the things to post on your Facebook page. Make it as your own profile, um, and then uh, improve it as you are improving yourself, like adding skills on your portfolio. Make it look, and then grow it into to audiences that make it, just make sure that what you're posting is something that people will adapt to. That is something that you can show to your clients, saying that me on my own, I was able to grow this page. So if you were going to trust me with your page, I can help you so you can do your job on the field. That's just my last. uh,
Okay. Well, awesome. Look, I'm looking forward to an exciting relationship. I know we're gonna get off of here, and then me and you got to get right back on. So I will tell this to everybody. Actually, no, we don't even have to. do that part, I'll just stop the Facebook Live and we can go straight on. So to everybody on the train this morning, thank you all for tuning in. Again, these are the three things that you're doing today. You're going to start adding people as friends on your Facebook and on your LinkedIn. Remember, don't overdo it. You don't know more than 10 to 20 an hour. Otherwise, you'll get banned. Have conversation with those people. Build relationships. Don't just come off trying to sell them. Let them know that you're doing a 5-day Riva challenge and you're new to being a virtual assistant. Always be honest and upfront and let people know exactly what they can expect. Let them know that you're still learning, and then let them know right now you're about to build your first for sale by owner list. That's what's called your lead magnet. That's what's called your tripwire. That's going to get you a conversation because you can choose to give that to them for free, or you can charge them a couple dollars for it. Give it to them for free builds a relationship, and now they have a sense of, oh wow, I really want to work with this person. So when you go try to give them something else, now they have now you got some stuff in your pipeline. So again, add people, build relationship first, give them something before you ask, and that's your challenge for the day. So all right guys, thanks a lot. That's our 5-day Riva challenge, day number 2. And you see we got a lot better with the technology and all the other stuff. Now I'm going to see if I can figure out how to stop the live and stay on. Let's see, stop live. Yep, that was simple. All right, so is the live stream stopped or still going? You still there, May? Are
Sorry,
you
I was on mute. Yeah, I'm still here.
all right? Were you on the live stream? Can you see it? Is it still going?
I'm actually
Okay, nope. The
looking.
live video is ended, so we're good to go. All right. So let's see. Where is it? Oh, where's it?
What are we looking for?
Right now, I'm looking for the Austin list. That's where he's at in Texas, right?
Yeah, I thought I heard it. Was that the one you show it to them on the Zoom?
No, I was showing them how to pull leads from on the Zoom. How to go get the for sale by owner list on Zoom.
Okay.
I thought he had put it. Maybe he didn't get a chance to put it in here yet because I don't see it on here. I know I messaged him yesterday to send me the actual database. Long story short, he sent it to the dollar because he didn't realize that I was giving it to you. He thought it was for one of our callers. So
Hmm.
I sent him a message last night telling him to send me the actual sheet, but I don't see it on here yet. All right, so you must not have done it yet. Well, it's not even 9 o'clock, so that ain't nothing new. So what's your process right now with Crispy? What are we doing with him?
Well,
What's
actually, to be honest, with Crispy, he take a pause, but we are going to resume on the next Monday. He was sick,
oh really?
and yeah, but he was sick, and he wasn't able. He couldn't go out to meet people, and he had a problem with his card because it was hacked. What?
You said with his card?
Oops, sorry. I thought you were talking. It was your record. It was your Zoom on Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah, there was something with he had a problem with the card. So it's just a five. It was a pause this week, but next week we are going to resume again. And I'm really looking forward for that list because he's been asking that for 2 weeks. I just told him, well, told him
When I
that.
talked to him, I told him it was going to be 2 or 3 weeks before we got started. I let him know that I had a bunch of stuff on my plate right now. I told him that you spoke so highly of him that let me get some other stuff off my plate, and then as soon as I get the stuff off my plate, then I'll reach back out to him and get started. And I told him I wasn't going to charge him anything because I felt so bad that you weren't charging anything. And it sounds like he's kind of running to the end of his money now, and he really needs some help.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Mr. B is, how can I explain this? There's stuff that you have to repeat to him over and over again, but but when he remembers it, oh yeah, you told me that. Oh, okay, okay. He's something. So he really needs people who are, who has a long patience. He really needs that. And he was so there are a lot of people who, who ask for his business, and he was hijacked by a lot of people. And luckily, when I was on board, I was able to help him, uh, recognizing which are the ones who he doesn't really need. He is really in a hurry about everything. I just When I got on board and my husband started calling, he was already looking for a business. We told him it's not that easy because your list was crap. That is why I ordered the list from you, so that we could help him out, that we could actually get real people, because of the list that he has. It's you know it's either they are not selling anymore, they already sold, or they don't own any property. So it was a really a crap list. Well, anyway, yeah, it will be receiving on Monday, and I think he will be very happy if he
We'll go ahead
learns
and get,
that.
we won't wait for him on Monday. Like we'll go ahead and get started with him this weekend. Like let's go ahead and so that way on Monday when he's
Okay.
ready, we have some leads built
Yes.
up.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
Yeah,
I
that will be
told
very
him
good.
yeah, I told him 2 or 3 weeks. And the reason I do that, I always under promise, over deliver. So if I tell you it's gonna be 3 weeks, it might be like a week and a half. But I know I had so much on my plate. That's why I told him, look, I got a lot on my plate right now, and I gotta get some stuff off of it. So let me get this stuff finished, and in 2 or 3 weeks we'll double back and then we'll get started. So what other help do you need with him?
Um. Well, at the moment, nothing. It's just that that only for that particular, because what he needs is just leads, people to talk to, interested seller, interested buyer. He doesn't like renters, so that's all for now. He's
Okay.
just really waiting. We are just really waiting for the list, so that my husband could start calling them by starting this weekend. What do you mean by that? You mean call them by weekend?
Well, it's, yeah, that's what I mean. Start making whole phone calls by the weekend.
Okay.
But
This.
I keep on forgetting that I'm not. I keep on forgetting your husband's doing the call, so you already have your person to make the phone call.
Yeah. Yes.
So the only thing you need is the list. So I'll have you the
Yes.
list by today.
Okay, great.
Yeah, as soon as we
So,
get off, I'll call him. What's up?
no, I mean, when I got the list, I'm gonna call Mr. B. Give him good news, so that um he's actually asking for you. Would you like to call him and just give him good news, or give him a heads up, reminding him again what business did you talk about? Because he kept on asking me. I really can't answer what you two talked about that time. I really can tell him. I just always answer like that. I will ask Harry to call you back so that he can tell you. But I know that you were busy. I know that there are a lot of things on your plate. If you have a free 10-15 minutes of your time today. Give him a call, let him know that the list is already ready.
I'll call him
And
once you have the list. I'll give him a call and let him know that you have it. So that'll be my
okay.
first priority. I'm gonna bug James to make sure I have the actual list. I'm gonna make sure that it's already sent to you, and then I'll follow up with him.
Okay. That um so for this week uh we only have something for Crispy, right? The thing for the social media is next month.
No, for the social media, let's go ahead. I want to see what your process is on that. Like right now, that's what I want to know. Right now, how are you doing everything? You're doing the for your client. What all do you do? What all do you subcontract?
No, I don't subcontract. Um,
I
I,
mean,
tr-
to
I
give to other eight to give to your other VAs.
no. So here's what I do. Actually, I don't do that before when we only have one client. But then when my client referred me to some of his colleagues, that's when I needed mm, some uh, some help. So first, I trained one people to do the posting because I really didn't have the time to spend a lot of, I know you heard my kids, you know, they really needed me around. So I trained someone, I give them the color palette, I give them the design. It took us 3 months before she was able to really adapt what it should look like, because it's a real estate post. It's just not a quote post. It has to have a background, it has to have a caption. So I started with one, and then when I got the third client, I took in another trainee. So these people, they just know Canva. That's it. They haven't had any experience with any clients. The reason why I got them is because when you get people who already has experience, um, they have a lot of things in their mind. So I train people who doesn't have any experience at all but knows how to do graphics. With the landing pages, um, give them the sample. So here is for the landing pages is actually just copy and duplicate. What we just do is we create the content, rewrite, so that it won't look like we're copying it for plagiarism. We have to rewrite the content that we're doing. I'm actually researching some real estate contents like uh, buyers, what are buyers, 5 things buyers should do before buying a home, or sellers, these are the 10 mistakes sellers are doing, something like that. It's a caption um, that captures the lead's attention if they are really into real estate. So that's what we do. We create blogs and ebook, but we are getting it from existing ones. We are just rewriting them. I hope you understand what I'm talking
Yeah,
about,
exactly
right?
what you're saying. So that's so
Yeah.
I have a service that I pay for content, and all I do is reword and rewrite it so it's mine. So we
Oh,
do the same thing. I just don't. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what task that you're doing. So
so sorry about that. I always go sideways. What I do is, well, the things that I delegate are just the creating graphics. So, but I do the content. I write the content. I write the caption. Um, with the scheduling of posting, someone is already doing that for me. For the for the Instagram, someone's already doing that for me. But bef- uh, all of the
that's
all of the
what I want
ideas.
today. So, all right,
All
guys,
of
thanks a
sorry.
lot. That's our
What?
5 day. Hold
Hello?
on.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. The video came on and it was loud.
Yeah, that happened to me too. So so the idea is, so I write all the ideas, and then I just gave them the in the Word document. These are our tasks for this week. So Monday I do the newsletter. They are the ones who's creating the graphics. I just um, create the newsletter. I also do the monthly newsletter. I create the content for the email marketing, nurturing leads. So that's what I'm doing. The CRM. I am monitoring the people who are logging into our website. I'm monitoring the leads that are checking on the content that we post. Like if these people click this, it means that he's interested in something. So we capture their information. So I send them email. I text them. I don't do the calls anymore. It's all admin task.
So that's
And
what you
then
do with KV Core.
yeah, not only KV Core. KV Core is for the my other client. For my other client is the Infusionsoft. There's
Okay.
also marketing. Uh, Infusionsoft is a very big CRM. It has a lot of features. Okay, so for Bentley Properties, I create a newsletter. I create a landing page. Um, I monitor the leads that are coming in with Infusionsoft. With the friend team, I also do their buyers listing package and buyers package. I'm sorry, listing presentation and buyers presentation whenever they have a new buyer and a new seller. So I create the presentation. Just recently I created an ebook because they sent me a flip book, and they said they said that they want something like that, so I created them that. Basically for the friend team, it's I am like the executive assistant, because I handle even the leads that are what do you call that, um, the listings. I upload pictures. I do the, whenever they will tell me this goes live today or tomorrow, so I upload all those information on the MLS. Hello.
Sorry, that's my phone ringing.
Go ahead.
No, I'm fine. I'll call them back. Okay, so I got it. So here's what so this is the path I'm looking at. You see, we have the people that's going through training.
Hmm.
I'm training them to do social media. So this training right now is to teach them how to go get more clients
Okay.
and to teach them how to do stuff on social media. So this is just right now, I'm just teaching them how to build relationships on social media to get clients and to get other realtors in the door. That's going to create more accounts for us. Once we get the other accounts, I'm thinking that you can do a monthly newsletter, but we got to teach them how to cater it and make it fit the individual clients. So you're not gonna have time to do a newsletter for everybody. We'll do one generic newsletter, and they'll have to change it and change the stuff around to fit whatever client they're dealing with locally. Um, and then even with the KV Core or whatever different CRM we're using, they're going to have to learn how to do it for each client. But you're going to be the liaison between the client. Your job, like I know your focus is you want to have more time with the kids. So if we can keep you where your assignment is basically being a liaison to the client, making sure everything was done, like you're just kind of like managing and making sure that everything is complete, and making sure that the biggest thing is making sure the client has leads and the leads are being followed up on. Is that something that's more or less like, do
Yeah.
you have time for that?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's
Okay.
basically what I've been doing. Because every with my clients we have this weekly check-in, like thinking what was the wins last week and what are our plans for this week. So I think it's just the same thing. the client will be talking with me, telling me what are the things that have that's done, what are the tasks that's been completed, and then we will talk about for this week, what are you looking to do, what are the things that you have to do for me, something like that. It's just the same thing. I do that
Well,
every week.
now, are you doing all the clients at once? Or are you doing with each of them separately?
Oh yeah, we have for the friend team we have Monday. For Bentley, I have Tuesday. For Mr. Crispy, it's everyday check in. We have to talk like from 2 in the afternoon. Whenever he wants to ask me something, whenever he needs to talk to me, whenever he's looking for, he has to call me or have to call him to explain to him. He he's like this. Oh May, I saw this. Can you just tell me what this does? Oh May, how was Rick's call this morning? Okay, oh May, this person did something for me. Can you check if this is okay? Oh my goodness, I'm in the
So they're gonna
Philippines,
get
but everything.
so they're gonna get me once a week so we'll have a once a week group call where I'll be on there. Like I'll probably be on there once a month and you'll be on there once a week, but everybody will be at one time at one call. I can't have you bombarded because it's fine if you got 2 or 3 clients, but if we start having dozens, then that's gonna like have you where you can't focus, you can't concentrate.
Sorry, I'm not following. What?
So we'll have so I call them mastermind meetings. We'll have everybody on one mastermind call, and what we're doing is we've done for each of them. It's all going to be the same exact process. So if one person has a situation they want to talk about, let them talk about it in front of everybody, so that way we can decide is that something we're going to change for everybody, or is that something we don't do. For instance,
Oh,
my process now is we order the list, we get the people on the dollar, they make the phone calls. The leads come in, the leads get uploaded to Podio. From Podio, they're supposed to be get sent to the agents. Well, where we have an issue right now is that I was the agent and then we lost agents, so everything was falling on me. So mind you, I got all these people that I'm training, then I have all these people that were supposed to be doing the real estate. So we had stuff fall through the gaps. And now what we want to do is make everything systemized, make everything run like a well-oiled machine so that you're not doing stuff for one person and then you got 10 different other people that want something else. We do something once and it works for everybody, and then that'll be able to help you manage it easier. Does that make sense?
yes. Hmm.
Okay.
It makes sense.
And then so for training, because I know I want to make sure we get to your number. And when I'm looking at for like for the clients for that, because I think right now this in the budget was for 150. Oh, I'm sorry, $50. Yeah, between $50 goes to agent. So $100 per account. And I know you wanted 200. So we got to figure out how to make that difference up. So therefore, if you're going to be doing training for social media, you can't afford to be doing the training for free. So they're going to have to pay for you to train though. That
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, I would really love that. Well, they will learn a lot from me. I because I'm not only gonna train them for social media. I can, if they are working for, or if they really want to work with a client, they have to tell the client that they're not only good for social media, they're also good following up with the leads. you
Well,
know
remember
uh,
the clients are our clients. So they're not
oh,
even
our clients.
they're
Oh,
not
our
talking to the
clients.
clients, right? They're not talking to the
Oh,
clients. So we're the ones that get the clients. So the reason there are clients and is because a lot of times, number one, a lot of VAs fake it till they make it. They don't know what they're doing. They tell the client they can do it. They don't know what they're doing.
right. I heard that a lot of times.
And then you get the clients that they just want they're just so scrupulous. They just want cheap labor and then they don't want to pay the VAs. So we're the middle ground. We're going to certify the VAs to make sure that they know what they're doing. And if they don't, we're
Mhm.
going to be their support system to help them. And then with the clients, we're going to be the ones to make sure that their job is getting done the way that they expected it and the way they paid for it. So the clients, when I say the clients are ours, we're that middle gap where we collect the money, we make sure everything is done, but we still have the VAs work them. And so rather than, like, for instance, the cold callers, they're not going to talk to the clients. It's not like this way you have it set up now. We'll have a team of cold callers and they're making cold calls for all the clients. Whereas the account manager is making sure the leads are getting in the right place. Make sense?
Yes, it makes sense. That's good. That's a good you're departmentalizing, compartmentalizing, something like that.
Yes. And the reason I'm going to need you is, like I said, right now, my focus, I got to get this real estate school up going. So if I'm focused on that, then I've been dropped. Man, I have so many leads that I dropped the ball on. I don't even try to focus on it. Like, when I tell you, I get a bunch of leads. Like, we get hundreds of leads a week, and my
Those
lead,
are the you're
huh?
talking about, by leads, you're talking about real estate agents, right?
I'm talking about real estate. No, real estate sellers, people that want to sell
Oh,
their property.
okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
get people that want to sell their property, and I was supposed to have a team of agents. Then we were supposed to have this other company I was partnering with that was national, so I started opening up more, and it fell through. And so now it's back to me trying to figure out what to do. So, all right, you know what? Fine. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and open up a referral company, and rather than trying to work leads myself, all I'm going to do is build up the VAs and teach them how to service the leads, and then we'll go ahead and get the agents, and I'll just farm them out to other people. So that's what I told what is his name, Chris B. I said, okay, well, look, let me get everything up and going. Right now, I got to get an army of VAs trained so that they can make sure everything is flowing, all the leads are coming, everything is being followed up on. And then once I get that taken care of, I get that in place, then I'll come back and I'll have the people to help me in the background. And your job will be to go on the appointments. And that's all your job is going to be, is to go on the appointments. And then, well, how much? Well, I told him I charged 35%. And he, what it was that, that's kind of high. I said, yes, it is on the high. And I said, and it goes down when you start paying upfront fees. Right now, you're not paying anything, so that's my standard fee, 35%. That's a non-negotiable. If you want to start paying into your marketing, you want to start helping with some of these costs, then it will go down. But right now, you'll be at 35 cents for each lead that I send you. And I really kind of overstepped because I forgot and was keep on forgetting that your husband is the one making the calls. You just need the list. So there's not really too much I should be doing with Chris B.
So tell me, how does it work if just, well, let's say your people is going to do the calls.
Your husband can
How
do
does it?
your husband can be on the dollar too. Like, so the way you have it is that you have $1 for one client. I got dollars that they're just on the phone calling. Like, it doesn't matter who the client is, they're just calling sellers, they're just calling buyers. So they're just on the dollar and they get paid commission for each sale that goes through or for each appointment that comes up.
Okay, so when they get your dialers, for example, they call for an hour and they didn't get any leads or an appointment, do they get paid?
No.
Okay, so they get paid for every appointment that they set.
Yeah, so I give them it's nominal. They in USD is $10 for every qualified appointment they set. And then for every deal that goes to the table, it was $100. And we were doing about, like, each dollar was averaging about 4 deals a month before the pandemic.
Okay, so let's talk about your dialers. So these dialers, these are the ones that attended your training, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. Um, if do you still have an open? I mean, do you still offer that training people for cold calling or not anymore?
Yes, we still do the cold calling training. So we do all training.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just saying this because I have a friend who really is, needing this. He used to work with my husband. He's a cold caller, Mr. Crispy too, but Crispy has to cut, people. So he has to choose one only. He's Arthur. He already started work do that he already started training with you guys, but then he has to stop because his wife gave birth and there's no one around to help her out. But and then Crispy stopped the call. So is there any way that I could put Arthur into your system, and how much would it cost?
So the reason it was only 250 before is because there was no investment. So now
Okay.
I'm giving the same training that I'm giving to agents with starting school is the same exact training that VAs will be getting. So the purpose of me teaching them how to do the social media marketing right now is that they can get paid $50 for every account they bring to us.
Um, he'll be only concentrating on calls, cold calling only.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's a tier system to them. We start them off with doing the social media stuff because they need to make money. So with the calls, that's where we start getting into all the expenses. And the initial training is $99. And I know like most Filipinos, if they hear $99, they'll, oh, I don't have the money. Okay, well, fine. So then we start you off with social media marketing where that's not as expensive. Literally, I can teach you how to do that in a few days. Get a couple clients, and within 2 clients, now you have your $99 to get started. Does that make sense?
Oh, so you mean they just have to set an appointment with a client, or they have that client has to sign up with us?
That client has to sign up with us.
Mm, I
With
see.
so the appointment setting is over. I don't even need to have appointment set. I think I just told you I invested into this software. The
Hmm.
software actually does the sales for you. So I'm still learning it. That's the reason why I'm doing this training right now because it's forcing me to learn it and learn it faster because I need it. But the software, it's kind of like lead pages. Matter of fact, you're probably familiar. You heard with ClickFunnels.
Yes, yes, I am.
So I have
I
ClickFunnels and I have Kajabi, and then so I got ClickFunnels, I got Kajabi. Oh, what was the other one? It's like 4 different software I got. ClickFunnels is the sales process. That's the sales funnels. Kajabi is the certification where I can train them and keep track of everything. And I can't forget what the other two are. Oh, then I got the e-directory, the directory, I mean Brilliant Directory. That's the software where we can go online, go put directories. So when the VAs get certified, they actually have a directory where clients can go in there and find them. And then there was one more I can't remember. I don't know. No biggie. It's not that serious. But yes, ClickFunnels is the software where they can actually get affiliate links so that every sale they get, they can track.
okay.
So you got any questions, comments, concerns for me?
Um, well, I thought I asked you already. When do we start the training?
After this five days over, so I'll be done. This last training will be on Sunday.
Hmm.
On Monday, on Monday my plate should be cleared off. When you say when you start the training, are you talking about when you start training people for social media?
Yes, for social media. Yes.
Oh, you let me know when you want to start. They'll be done on Monday. Do you want to start? Look, do you already have your training process laid out?
Well, I don't. So I think, yeah, you have to prepare for that. You have to tell me. Okay.
I already
So,
have a course. I have a course. I can tell you the subjects. Like I'll find it somewhere. So I have this whole social media course. Actually, this 5 days is part of that course.
oh,
I'll give it to you. You
mm-hmm.
can learn it because you probably know most of it, and then you can just teach it. And like I say, they're gonna for the course. I'm gonna charge. This is not super real estate. So what's a good number? What do you? Uh, if you're teaching the course, how much are you trying to make off of it?
Okay. So here's the thing. I have been really dreaming about this.
Uh huh.
That really wanted to teach people and get paid for that. But I've seen a lot of people already doing that. But here's one thing that I think we are going to be different is, I'm not so sure if this is the case, but we train them, and at the end of the training period, they already got client. Is that right?
Yeah,
Or
that's why the first part is. So the first part of the training is teaching them how to get clients. So they already have clients before they start with us with our real training. They're already getting clients.
so yeah, some people are selling courses, just reading, but what will be our system? Once they enrolled the course with us,
Mhm.
first they will have a client. We will teach them how to get a client. We will teach them the process, the task that they are going to do for the client.
Uh-huh.
We will be the support system. Is that right?
Yes, but
Is
it's a
it, is
little
this
bit
a lifetime? Mhm.
it's a little bit different because they're not doing it for just one client. We're
They're gonna
te-
have multiple clients.
right, so we're teaching them like if they want to be a cold caller, we're not just going to have them cold call for one client. We're going to have them cold calling for every client we have. Make sense?
Okay. Yes, it makes sense. It really makes sense. Um. Okay. So I've seen some. Would you like me to research some courses that offer the same so that you can check what are the prices and what price can we do as a the competitive price for them? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. But what I
Mhm.
was going to do is I'm going to offer them the same courses. I really didn't know what how much you need it because how do I explain it? A lot of them they want to get paid in U.S. dollars, which
Mhm.
is fine. But then you're gonna start occurring U.S. expenses. So this is why I'm trying to get them to understand. Like, look, I understand. Like, we're not even going to talk pesos anymore because you guys don't want to get paid in pesos. So the course is easier to say, okay, 250 pesos. That's not a lot of money, but again, I didn't take any of that money. That just went to the administrative stuff over there. But once they start wanting to get paid, like when they start finishing, oh well, I want to make X amount of dollars an hour. Like, whoa, time out. You only paid 250 pesos. And so that went to a big blow up when I had one employee, like just as of recently, it went over him saying that I didn't send the money. Like the guy, the money was in a wire. When you deal with stuff on international, it takes a couple days for the wire to go through. It's not like I sent it; it comes tomorrow. And then there's things that happen. So he went through this whole thing of me not paying, and I just ended up cutting him off. And then everybody else, when the money came, they got paid. But it changed my whole thought process. Like, you know what? Fine, this is no problem. If everybody wants to get paid in U.S. dollars, then they got to start paying in U.S. dollars. If that makes sense.
Yes, it makes sense. So sorry, I think I misunderstood what was the question earlier. Are you asking me what is the
How
fair
much you
price?
what? How much? Number one is, I know your goal is 200 a month. If you're teaching a course, how much do you want to teach a course?
For the social media only?
Uh huh.
I think for I think $20 for per person. I think that's okay with me.
No, what's the total? Like, if you're teaching a course, not per person, what do you want to teach the course?
Wait. I'm confused. Is
Whether
this
it's
for
one
the whole
person,
month? Oh, for
yeah, whether it's
example,
one
you want
person
me
or
to teach
100
for
people.
okay, sorry. So you mean how much do I charge for teaching the course for the whole month regardless of the number of people?
Right.
Okay. How many hours will it be
Say an hour a
and
day.
what are the days? An hour a day for 5 days?
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be a full 5 days. It could be 3 days.
Oh, 3 days a week. Yeah. Okay. Because 5 days, that would be um 3 days a week. So that would be 3, 6, 9, 12. Hmm. Uh, do you think $100 is fair?
Yeah, it's
No?
probably gonna be more than 100 though.
I'm sorry?
That's it. It'll probably be more than 100. So yes, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Well,
more than a
that's it.
hundred. But what I gotta see is how many people we can get enrolled, because like I said, we're not just gonna have Filipinos, but there'll be Americans in there as well.
Oh, Americans too. Okay. All right. So that is why I I gave you the ballpark of 20 per head so that you can do the math of how much do you want. Like for example, you are charging them 50 for the whole month. And then mine is the 20 and yours is the 30, something like that. But I think what your course is teaching is not only social media, so that won't be that is
Yeah,
not.
that's the that's the hard
Yeah,
part. It's not
right, right.
it's not just that. So
I understand now. Okay, so well, yeah. If it's more than 100, then I would be glad to accept that.
okay, so then I'll get the framework, get that over to you for just the social media part. And you also know how to do KV Core as well.
Yes, I
So
can.
huh?
Yeah, I mean, if you will also have a program teaching CRM, we can do that too. um I know some of the CRMs. I can so that if they want to, if this client is using this and this client is using that, they can just tell me, can you do the training for us? Okay, just give me the name of the CRM, then I'll look into it.
Okay, you on Podia already?
I've used Podio, but I haven't. If you give me, if you give me access to it, I can learn it. Also,
Yes.
the Kajabi, please. I really want to learn Kajabi.
Okay. Look, I have so the only one I'm on right now is ClickFunnels. So I got to get the information for Kajabi because the only one I have right like ClickFunnels, I said I was going to give myself a week. That's his 5-day training, and then when I get to the 30-day training, that's when I have to learn Kajabi. So when I get that, I'll go ahead and get you set up on it too.
Okay. And you said you're going to give me the course. Is that the course that you're going to send me
Yes, I
for the
want to find.
social?
I want to find that and give it to you. But yeah,
Got it.
when you're teaching, so when you start teaching, that's what you're going to be using to teach. You're going to be doing the courses on Kajabi.
Awesome. Okay. So yeah, give it the core. I just need to see the syllabus. I have to look at the syllabus. I have to, because my mind always racing, and I always get sidetracked, especially when I am thinking a lot of things. I know I have a lot of things on my mind, and I want to pour them all, but I have to be specific. So I have to be specific. Give me an idea of how specific social media training is, so that I can start the syllabus. I can write down only the things that I need to teach them.
All right, sounds like a plan. Is it 10 o'clock yet? No, it's not. Jeez, it's so early. I'm going to give him a call and start harassing him about this list, so you can get that
Okay.
over to Chris today. And then
Okay.
I got to go finish this other stuff and finish learning ClickFunnels. But we did a lot. I did a lot better today than yesterday. Yesterday was so terrible.
I always get into the in the middle. I wasn't able to log in because if you have kids, you don't have a schedule. You really don't.
I'm so glad you take such good care of your kids. They are lucky.
Oh yeah, that's the reason why I'm working from home. I
All
didn't have that luck when I was a kid. So anyway, same story.
right. Well, all right. So we'll get together. I'll get that for you today. We're gonna follow up. It is 9:30 now. By
Mhm.
3 o'clock, if I haven't gotten that to you, then follow up with me by 3.
Okay. Yeah,
All
three
right.
o'clock then. All
Okay,
right.
man. You have a good day.
You too. Thank you. God
All right.
bless.
Bye bye.